I spoke with supply chain influencer last week, seemed to be Norman Katz, and he pointed out to digital divide. And the digital divide between companies, not even small businesses, medium-sized businesses with revenues up to 100 million, it's hard for them to transform, and small businesses with revenues, $10 million a year, right? Those companies are suffering according to this expert. So what do you say about entry barrier? Because I did point out that, of course, cloud services making it more accessible, but still, you still need to invest. You still need to have people dedicated to that innovation in the company. So,
yeah, I think I agree and disagree. I think that the challenge often in doing the transformation is right. It's not easy, right? It isn't flick a switch. Some applications are easier than others. Some data that you need to move from a legacy app to a new app are easier than others. If it's a particular legacy app, often the transformation of data can be the biggest pain there is, because the older products weren't designed to allow you to port data easily into a transportable format. And often older data and legacy data, you don't want to bring it all across anyway. You want to go through a cleansing exercise, because the habit is, well, bring all the data across, then we'll worry about it. Well, what you've done is moved it from an old system to a new system. And now in the new system, you can't see the wood for the trees. What data do we want to utilize in this system and map and put into this system or not? Well, you don't know, you just moved it all across. So the journey across can be hard. So what I always suggest to people is, map out, think this, when I get in a room with people, here's all the objections, we couldn't do it because, I said, right, step back, whiteboard, you were all leaving your business today to form a competitor, okay? What would you do in that competitor? What systems would you build? How would you do it? Based on, the market, what you're doing today, what would you do of what's available in the market? And you often get people then go, yeah, but we could. No, you can do anything, because you're joining a new business. I've just waved the wand. All of your ties are gone. You are going to set up a new business that's going to be the shiny competitor to you now. What would you do? And then you get people excited and they, well, I'd use this, and we could do this. Well, we wouldn't do that this way. Great. That's your panacea. How do you get from where you are today to there? What are the easy parts? And there might be, you pick off some easy wins from that. And there might be that a couple of the systems you look at, now you reintroduce where you're at, become the real hard ones that are going to be, oh my God, I don't even want to face that. Okay, what ones can you face that are easy, that you could get done, that would bring value to your business? Because let's be honest, right, there are some legacy applications out there in certain industry sectors that are going to be harder than anything else, or there may be no way. So for example, in travel, there are a couple of systems, there's more than that, but there's things like Amadeus and Galileo, which have been around forever. And are they going to suddenly be replaced in the travel industry, where they're used by all the different components of the travel? No, they're not. CICS in the banking industry has been there forever, transactional system from IBM. So there's certain things underpinning certain industries that you're pretty much tied to, whether you like it or not. But pick your battles, right? And I don't think size of company is the barrier, and price and commercials certainly aren't, because the beautiful thing about the technology world we're in today is it is incredibly competitive and innovative. And it is, we know in the cloud computing hosting spaces, it's always been talked about the race to zero. Amazon, Google, and Microsoft keep bringing the price of compute power down and increasing the functionality. That's a dichotomy in itself from historical compute, where prices went up when you got more function. So, whatever work, if you look at CRM, yes, Salesforce is there, Microsoft Dynamics, but there are hundreds of different innovative CRM providers, cloud-based, who are vying for your business. So there's plenty of opportunity to benefit from this, no matter what size of business you are. So I'm not saying it's easy.
It's not. We know it's
don't
not.
get hung up on the human barrier of it feels hard, so therefore I'm going to stick my head in the sand and not do it because I just can't face up to it. You've just gone through the hardest change that's been experienced. We hear in 100 years there hasn't been anything like this. and we've got through it, right? We're all working from home. We've all had challenges, but if you can handle what's happened with COVID, you can handle changing a system in your business.
Oh yeah, certainly. And that brings me to the next topic. What about mistakes? Because companies are making mistakes, okay, as always, with humans, right? So which pain points you see that, again, that slowing down the transformation and really adding stress and burnouts right now?
Yeah, so what one I've seen and witnessed for years, not just due to COVID, is an over assumption of how easy it is to do something and transform. So let me give you a prime example. If you're a retailer or e-tailer, wouldn't you love to have the engine that Amazon has, right? Incredible, it keeps growing. People keep ordering more and more stuff off of it. Your customers keep coming back. You can't stop people buying. COVID has helped them, but let's talk pre-COVID. I've had people look at that, and that's what they've aspired to. Oh, we love that model, great. And so what they've done is gone, well, the technology's out there. AI chatbots are available, and all this stuff, all the that enables you to do these websites and dynamic content. It's all available. So we'll just rush and buy it, and then we'll be able to do what we'll be the Amazon of our space. And then invariably, it's a lot harder than they think it is. What I say to people is the tech's available, but what you've got to assimilate is how much money and how much effort did it take for Amazon to do that? Like, making something look easy doesn't mean it was. It means they've done a good job. And to achieve what they've got, there's a lot of people there, right? There's a lot of technology and expertise. So yes, they got there, but in the early days, Amazon didn't look like it did today. It's taken them a long time. When they first launched with the book site only, it didn't have one-click ordering. It didn't. Look at Netflix when they started. Was it what it is today? No. They were. If you watch these, there's a nice video on online at the moment that you can watch streamed down about a documentary on Netflix. And when you look what they went through, it was not easy by any means. They didn't just click a button and off they went and adopted things. So don't assume just because technology is available and you can afford the license for the package that you can just turn it on and it does it. Most of these products, the value comes from the configuration. What's been taken away is the pain of installation, the pain and cost of spinning up servers, installing it, getting it ready to log in. That is the easy part today with cloud applications, right? You can be logging in within seconds with a credit card. The value comes from building into these your data and your business processes and expertise to make it relevant to your customer and your business model. That's the hard part. That's the bit that isn't out of the box. You can't just click a switch. And that's the bit I see people underestimate and mistake. They get sold on, just buy it and it will just transform your business. It gives you the capability to transform your business, but it doesn't do it just by definition of because you bought something.